The month of July is now over, and it's now time to go over all the Nintendo news that happened over the past month. Hello everyone, welcome to Nintendo Lounge. I'm your host Scott. Joining me as always, it's my boy Jim. How you going, good sir?
Hey, what's up? We're back. It's been a while, but we're back. Yay. Good stuff.
It's been a little while. Over the past few months, we've had sort of E3 happening. So we had a lot of news coming out of that. So we didn't really discuss what happened throughout the month because that was the majority of the news.
Most of our channel was full of E3 stuff, so
exactly.
So I was about that.
And then we had Labo Wars, and I was a bit worn out after that. I was like, okay,
it was like, finally got it all. Yeah, so it was just like, okay, we'll come back, and we're just coming back with some regular stuff, just talking about games and the news and stuff like that, which is cool.
Exactly,
anyway,
having a fun time with the boy.
That's how the boy, one boy, only one
just
boy.
The boy, not the boys, just the
boy.
singular boy.
Just one boy.
But to start off with, in late June, we had a update for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that was the use of Nintendo Labo in the game, which is pretty exciting. You were able to use the Nintendo Labo motorbike Toy-Con, which is pretty cool. It's not the best working thing ever, but it is a fun sort of idea. It's cool for the little kiddies who are like, well, look, I'm motorbikeing in Mario Kart.
Yeah, and I'm a little kiddie, so I really want to give this one a go.
It has a cool little feature where when you use the Toy-Con motorbike thingamajig, it actually brings the camera much closer to the character to make it feel like you're actually controlling it. Unfortunately, there's not a first-person view. That would be pretty cool for a Mario Kart game.
That would be way better. Yeah, hell yeah. I wish there was an option for that. That'd be so cool. Just like in general, like a first-person mode for that. Even though it probably won't be that good because you can't really see around you, but like, it'd just be cool, man.
Exactly.
VR.
Just like, exactly, the Mario Kart VR, which is also going to be coming to the UK later this year. It was once a Japanese exclusive, now coming out in the UK, which is a lot of fun.
Slowly seeping out.
Yeah, our good friend Luke got to try that out over in Japan, and he said it was so much fun. You actually have to raise your hand to pick up the items and like throw it.
That's cool. Oh yeah.
So hopefully I get to try that out one day.
Yeah, hopefully we do. Yeah.
Going back on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe though, not too long ago they added another update to the game, and that was a little costume for Link, and that was his Breath of the Wild design, along with the vehicle from Breath of the Wild when you completed all the DLC content. You got a little Master Cycle, and that's pretty cool. More free DLC, I like that. And hopefully we get more in the future, maybe some new stages, maybe another new character, maybe a new mode. What kind of stuff would you like to see, Jim?
I don't know. Well, I'd just like to see, like, because, like, obviously it's a lot of, like, work to make a lot of new content, especially for free. So I would say bring some old maps would be kind of cool, because they're already designed, so you don't even bring a whole team of designers to come in. It's just kind of like, let's just put this all together in the engine and get people to give it a go. And obviously they might make some small changes to fit the new way the vehicles actually work, but bringing in old maps would be kind of cool. Even just like importing it in the actual like Mario Kart 64 or the Mario Kart
if it's original graphics as well. Just super
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, original graphics, don't even do it. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like it'd be a bit of a lazy effort for them to do it, but I feel like people would be kind of like all for that kind of thing. Like hell yeah, I want to like get those like really like contrasting graphic styles. So I don't know, could be cool. Like if they could just put anything into the game for free, any small thing, like there's no complaints. It's just like, yeah, hell yeah, just keep adding stuff if you want. If not, then that's okay. We've still got a really good game. So I don't know, do what you want. Anyway.
So speaking of kart races, later this year we have Team Sonic Racing, but we have another contender enter the fray, and that is Nickelodeon Kart Racers.
Oh no.
This game will feature characters from the Nickelodeon world of cartoons, including SpongeBob SquarePants, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Rugrats, Hey Arnold, and more.
That's the weirdest one of the bunch, because like that's like definitively like a 90s thing. Like I don't think that show airs anymore at all. So it's weird that like they'd have an official thing. It's like, yeah, we've got Hey Arnold here. So that's kind of weird. But is there any specific like actual characters you'd want to see from Nickelodeon? Like any classic ones that you like?
Now, back in the day, I was a massive fan of your boy Danny Phantom. So I'd love to see him in the game. Maybe Aang from The Last Airbender, not the M. Night Shyamalan version. Thank you very much.
M. Night Shyamalan version, yeah. Absolutely. Definitely.
Maybe see some Nickelodeon live action characters in there.
Like Drake and Josh.
Like Jake and Josh, exactly.
Yeah, I want to see Drake and Josh.
Maybe some Ariana Grande. Was she a Nickelodeon?
Was she a Nickelodeon? I don't think she was. I think she was Disney, probably, most likely. I don't know, because I was going to say That's So Raven, but then I had to fact check it, and I'm like, oh, that's Disney. So, honestly, we're on the same boat there. I don't know what Nickelodeon has.
iCarly? Can we get iCarly in...
Is iCarly Nickelodeon?
I believe iCarly... It sounds like a Nickelodeon thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What about Fred? Fred got his own series on Nickelodeon.
Dude, yeah, bringing Fred Figglehorn. Hell yeah. Dude, okay, we got all the ideas. We got to we got to email the company and be like, please hashtag Fred Figglehorn for whatever it's called, Racer.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, you say that about giving like a pitch sort of idea for this game. I actually did that back in 2007.
Oh, wow.
I was a massive fan of Cartoon Network at the time. And I sort of made like a pitch document for a Super Smash Bros. Cartoon Network game. And then skip about 7 years later or so. Guess what happened?
They made the exact game that you wanted.
Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, a Smash Bros. Clone of Cartoon Network characters.
Huh,
and I was like, I should have copyrighted
They must be like rumbling through like their old emails, just deleting some, and we got this like, and it comes up with this like, the best idea you've ever seen, and like, what is this? They open it, and it's just this. They're like, oh my god, this guy's onto something.
Exactly. And I was 9 years old at the time as well.
Dude, that's sick. Okay. Well, I believe that was you. I think you inspired it.
I think so. I like to imagine so. So Nickelodeon kart races. I'm looking forward to seeing how this game will progress. I will probably check it out. I'll give it a shot. If it's not terrible, that is.
We'll see. We'll see. If it's good Drake and Josh, then maybe not.
Next bit of news, Namco Museum Arcade Pack is a 2-in-1 bundle coming exclusively for the Switch. Originally a digital release of Namco Museum, which was sort of like a compilation of different Namco games such as Dig Dug, Galaga, Pac-Man, and etc. Brings that to a physical cartridge along with Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus. What a long title. Brings us two games
bit of a mouthful.
into one under the title of Namco Museum Arcade Pack, which doesn't really roll off the tongue either.
Yeah, no. I think they're going with the whole Pac-Man idea that that's a bit of a mouthful, but hell yeah, I'm so funny. Does that make sense? Did you like that joke?
Oh, I get
it.
Because he goes into his mouth.
He goes waka 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 and he eats things. Yeah, there you go.
It's a good
Had to explain my joke. Yeah. Trying to be funny. Okay, but yeah, hell yeah. I'm excited for like classic games and packs of games and stuff, but I don't really buy them at all. But still, it's cool that it exists.
Exactly. I'll probably check it out because I like me some compilations. Jimmy will probably just try it around my house one day and be like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
and then never touch
majority
it
of everything is what I just try at his place, yeah.
So yeah, moving on to a bit of sad news, in my opinion. And this is in regards to the Yakuza series. Now, if you don't know, I'm a big fan of the Yakuza series. Sort of an exclusive. Oh, really? You never knew?
No.
An exclusive to the PlayStation consoles, coming to the PC very shortly. Go check out my review over at Radio Sega. There's a little plug for you.
Look at that. Go check it out.
And in a recent interview, the producer of the Yakuza series sat down with Gameblog to discuss all things Yakuza. And one of the questions was about a possible Yakuza game coming to the Switch. Personally, I would love that, of course. However, what he said did not go well for me. And this is what he said. To be realistic towards what happened to Yakuza 1 and 2 for Wii U, it was a significant failure. Now, if you don't know, Yakuza 1 and 2 HD, sort of like a HD remaster of Yakuza 1 and 2 for the PS2, came out on the Wii U, and in its first week, it sold less than 2,000 copies. It only managed to sell 1,878.
Oh my god. Yeah, you said 2,000. I was like, oh, somewhere over 2,000. But no, actually, like, in the thousands. Oh my god. That's so... What? Like, why, though? Like, it's a popular series, yeah?
There are several reasons. One, in Japan, Japanese people aren't very keen on remakes, remasters, and all that kind of thing. When those come out, they never sell well in Japan. because
Okay.
Japanese people are like, we've already played this game.
See, Japanese people are smart. See, us people in Western society are like, I want to play and watch the same thing again, but like looking prettier.
I want to play
Like, thanks,
Bioshock
guys.
on the Switch. In Japan, they're like, I already
Okay.
played this on PS3.
Yeah, I mean, low key, I'm just like, I fall into that category as well, where I'm like, I just want to play some games handheld on the go, and then Japan's like, no, I've already played it. Why would I play it again? So honestly, Japan, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job there.
So with this very big failure of a Wii U port, he went on
Yeah.
to say, when it comes to the Switch, I'm convinced that it would not be the ideal platform on which to develop a Yakuza game. Maybe the public is not expecting that kind of a game on Switch. They may be used to different games. It may not just be the ideal platform. But he said in regards to Xbox One, they are considering it. But I feel like Nintendo Switch would be a better home for Yakuza than Xbox One.
Totally would. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess it's just that he's just been turned off a lot by Nintendo in general from their past experiences. But I would say from looking at the game and stuff like that, I feel like it would do really well, especially if he sold it elsewhere, not just in Japan. If he sold it in dumb old Western society where we're like, let's buy the same game multiple times. I mean, you definitely know that, Scott. Okay, no. To be fair, I bought Hyper Light Drifter like 4 going on probably 5 times for the Switch, so like it's fine. But I feel like it would probably do pretty well, and they're kind of missing opportunity to kind of revive it. And I think people aren't playing it on PS4, which obviously PS4 is a huge console, but I feel like that kind of game, I would be keen to play it and give it a go and give it a chance if it was out on Switch. But the fact that it's not going on Switch, I'm like, I'm not really keen for it, because I don't really play games on the console as much as I would just laying in bed playing on the Switch. So I don't know, it's a possible missed opportunity there, but
Exactly.
if he feels that way, then it's fine, whatever.
You never know. People's opinions change. We may see
Yeah.
a Yakuza game come out in the future. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Maybe forced to by the studio,
Exactly.
so we'll see.
But we'll have to wait and see on that one. Now, Jimmy, do you remember the game, The Banner Saga? Back when we had the little Nindies Direct, and at the end they were like, we have one last announcement. We're happy to announce the Banner Saga trilogy. And everyone was sort of like, wait, what's this?
Wait, what? I don't even remember it. Describe it if you can. Because I can't remember anything.
The Banner Saga 3 was coming out, and then they also announced that 1 and 2 would be coming. It was sort of like this RPG strategy type game with sort of cartoony visuals.
Yeah, that's hit me in the head a little bit. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
I
about.
wasn't too keen on it, but they
It
announced
looks kind of generic, yeah.
they're
I don't
doing
know.
a physical release for the game, which combines all 3 games onto one cartridge, which would have been the
Hey.
case. However, when when a box art for the game got announced, it shows that only one of the games is actually on the cartridge, where you have to download the rest of it.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
So the small kind of sort of indie game with these sort of cartoony visuals, having to have a download code thing for it, I was like, that's a bit lazy, that is, but
yeah.
game developers got to do what they got to do, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say they could have made it have 3 like actual cartridges in it, but I'm like, that's a bit expensive for them, and they might not get a lot for it if they do that. So yeah, I don't know. They might not be able to fit it, and they might, obviously they can't distribute it with multiple cartridges because that's pretty damn expensive. So.
And each game roughly estimates to about 4 gigabytes as well. So they're not that massive.
They
either.
could have fit it. They
Yeah.
could have fit it. So I don't know. That's weird, but maybe it's cutting costs a little bit. I guess for them, they might not be fully trusting that the game will sell well, so they're trying to cut the costs. Maybe, I don't know.
Fair
Who
enough.
knows? We'll see.
Moving on to better news. The first 2 Sega Ages titles will be relaunching on the Switch next month in Japan, and hopefully in the West as well. We've yet to get an announcement on when that will be coming. But next month in Japan, Sega Ages, which is sort of like a Switch-specific port of old Sega games, will be coming out. The first one being Sonic the Hedgehog, and the other one being Thunder Force 4. The Sonic the Hedgehog port features some new stuff such as the drop dash from Sonic Mania, which is
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
heard that actually. Yeah, that's cool.
They're also putting in the arcade version of Sonic the Hedgehog, which included a sort of time trials type thing on it, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
And yeah, other titles in the future would be Alex Kidd in Miracle World, Phantasy Star, along with some more. And they even announced that if these sell well, they are thinking about bringing Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast games in the future. And that'll be very cool for me because I love me some Sega Dreamcast.
Okay.
Is there any classic Sega games that you know that you might want to try out if they came over to the Switch?
Sonic Heroes PS2. That's totally classic, and that's that counts. That's what I want.
Fair
Make
enough. Now, Jimmy,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
do you remember what
Yes.
our first review was on this channel?
Oh no. Yeah, I know what it was. Absolutely.
Do you want to say what? Yeah, there we go. It's Brawl Out.
Roll out?
Now,
What
Brawl
happened?
Out recently got a physical release, and will
Yep,
soon be
I've
getting
seen it.
a release on PS4 as well. To announce the PS4 release, they introduced a new character that will be coming to the PS4 version as well as the Switch, and it is
Oh no.
Ukulele.
Really?
Ukulele will be coming to Brawl Out, which is kind of cool.
That is kind of cool, but also
It's Brawl Out.
like, it's Brawl Out, and B, they're still marketing themselves as the indie Smash Brothers still, because they're not like our new character is an original character. They're going our new character is another indie character, but like literally
have,
that's
like, two.
10. It's like 10% of their game is like a couple of indie characters, and the rest are just boring, terrible characters that no one cares about except for Paco. Paco's cool. Respect Paco, but the rest of them are garbage. Oh, that's so annoying. Like, well, it's cool, but it's annoying. Well, no, actually, because I had to buy the game to review it, so I'm kind of at least like happy. Like, hey, I can go pick get it from my archives and give Ukulele a go, and then throw it away forever. and never
Uninstall
use
it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably try it out when he comes out.
Yeah,
and then
we'll give it a
uninstall the
go.
game again. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Unfortunately, it's not Banjo
my
Kazooie
thing-
in Smash.
Yeah, my thing is that I wish that they hadn't Ukulele hadn't wasted their opportunity to be in a all-star fighting game, indie fighting game, by going into Brawl Out, and Hyper Light Drifter as well, and the other guy, I forgot his name, but like him as well. They've wasted their chance to get into an indie brawler, and just have gone like, let's go into Brawl Out. And it's like all the other really good-looking brawlers that are coming out, the
like
actual
Indie Pogo.
indie ones, they can't be in there because their rights have gone over to there, and it sucks because it's like, the Ukulele is a cool game. Hyper Drifter is the best game I've played in a long time. They can't be in there, and it sucks. I hate it. Brawl Out's just taking away things that I love, and it's annoying. Ugh. Screw Brawl Out. I don't like Brawl Out. It's terrible.
Okay, moving
Anyway.
on to better things.
Yeah.
So, Spyro is coming back later this year for PS4 and Xbox One,
Okay.
and that's
yeah.
pretty cool. However, a lot of people will be going, "Where's the Switch version at?" And on the official Spyro Reignited Trilogy website, under the pre-order section, there was an option for the Nintendo Switch console. And a lot of people were
What the-
going, "Oh, is this a little mistakey announcement?"
At this point, it's not even a mistake. At this point, it's just like they know what they're doing, and they know people are looking for it. So I think they've done this because like they know people want it, and they're holding it back for some reason. They know they can just be like, it's coming, just don't worry. Like, I don't know why they're holding it back so much. There must be something. There must be a reason they're holding it back.
Yeah, I feel like it
he's
might
not
be
in Smash.
because it might be like a delayed release, and they're like, "All right, we're not going to announce it yet because it won't be coming out for like a few months afterwards, maybe."
Maybe, yeah. But I think there must be some intentional things behind those, because you can't make that kind of mistake twice, because they did it before as well, where they actually had on the Nintendo thing, they had it listed there as well or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, they can't not be aware of this and make the mistake twice. Maybe the first one was a mistake, but this one can't have been like an oops. Like, they must have been on their toes about this to not reveal this. But now they're just like, here you go. Yeah, he is coming,
done
but
it
they
again.
just can't officially. Yeah. So I think it's something they're aware of, and they know it's expected. But I think, yeah, I agree with yours saying it's probably delayed, but it could be something else. Like, it could be like there's something extra coming out, but it's like we're just approaching August, so it's next month technically. So
yeah, hopefully
so-
you never know. We may
see.
see it at the next Nintendo Direct. Who knows?
we might, whenever that is.
Exactly. We'll talk about that one
Yeah.
a bit later on. But coming up next, Jimmy.
Oh,
This
another
series-
exciting thing.
This
Yeah.
series hasn't sort of been on top form for a while. But do you remember everyone's favourite Pokemon ripoff?
Digimon?
Digimon. Digimon has had a new game announced for it, and it'll be coming to the
Okay.
Nintendo Switch. And honestly, I'm pretty excited for this game. It looks pretty good. This is going for a completely new look for the Digimon games. It will have a combination of visual novel storytelling and turn-based strategy RPG battles with a beautiful graphics, beautiful art style. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That's kind of cool. Hold on, I'm looking at it now. I'm gonna have a look. Hold on 1 second. Cool, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the best looking thing ever, but it definitely it's kind of cool. Yeah. Cool. I mean, there's been Digimon games, like tons of Digimon games before, so it's not like something brand new, but like it's been out the loop for a while. Like, when was the last time we saw a Digimon game?
The last one was like 2 years ago, but it was not very good whatsoever.
Yeah, no, fair enough. We don't count that one then.
Yeah, but
but
it
yeah,
looks
no, it's kinda
interesting. I'll check it out if it gets a English release. So far, they've only announced it for Japan. But hopefully,
Yeah.
it will come over to the West. Have you ever
Yeah,
played a
and I guess
Digimon
this
game before?
puts- Oh, I did. It was a Digimon fighting game that I played when I was like 7. When I lived back when I lived in my terrible neighborhood that I grew up in. My best friend had Digimon on his PS1, PS2, no PS2 probably. It would have been PS2. And yeah, he had that, and it was really cool, and I never got to play it too much because I didn't have the game, so I was sad whenever I didn't get to play it, because I remember it being really cool. I don't know which fighting game it was, but it was like a 2D fighting game, and I remember being Digimon. If that doesn't exist, if people tell me it doesn't exist, then I have false memories, and I don't know what the hell's going on in my life. Like, I remember, don't tell me it's not real, because it's real. I have memories of it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I remember. Do you know Digimon? Do you know anything about Digimon at all?
Not really.
Okay, I read a book. I read a Digimon comic book when I was a kid.
Nice.
But I was a Pokemon kid, so like a lot of it was like, this makes no sense. What's going on? What's this mean?
Where's Pikachu?
But yeah, but that's all right. But yeah, I don't know. The game looks visually cool. So we could see, and maybe it's, as I was going to say, it might be some competition for the new Pokemon game for them to maybe, if they weren't pushing it to an even further limit to what they were possibly going to do, this Digimon game coming up, they might be like, okay, maybe let's do a little bit of some adjusting to how we want to do this game. So maybe it might convince them to push the game a little bit further, because, you know, I want
Exactly.
Pokemon to be good. Anyway. Let's talk about some other things. What else are we talking about, man?
So,
What else are we talking
here at
about, man?
Nintendo Lounge,
Come on.
we love free stuff. Don't we, Jimmy?
Free stuff?
We love free stuff.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
stuff such as Fortnite for the Switch. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Mamma mia. Tasty.
We won that one time. We won at a live stream.
We won.
Remember that?
It was pretty good. There's
I
some
was
nice
like-
audio
I was
in that
thinking,
live
like-
stream as well.
Yeah. I was like, have we done anything on this channel since Labors? But no, we did. Yeah, we did that Fortnite stream.
did
and
Fortnite.
We
How to follow up after a big video, Fortnite boys.
yeah, Fortnite. That absolutely. But yeah, free stuff. Yeah. What about
So now we have a new free game to add onto our Nintendo Switch, and that is Paladins. It originally released as a sort of a paid game. We had to pay $30, sort of like an early access to the Switch, sort of seeing how it will work on the Switch. It will unlock all the characters, give you all the in-game like purchases for the price.
Yep.
However, it's now being made free to download and is a lot of fun. If you don't know what Paladins is, it is a very similar game to Overwatch. And I love it. I thought I wouldn't enjoy it that much, but it is so addicting, so much fun, and I'm better at Paladins than I am at Overwatch. Jimmy hasn't touched it at all, but I think if he gave it a shot, I think he would enjoy it as well. It is free.
Yeah, I haven't played. I know I played Overwatch for a little bit when I was at my friend's place. We were about to watch E3 one time. It was like 2 years back. And I played as the Ice Girl, and I kept freezing myself, and I couldn't move for the majority of the game. And they were laughing. They were like loving it. They thought it was the funniest thing ever. But no, I haven't seen anything about Paladins. I just remember seeing the trailer and being like, yuck. It looks like a rip-off. I don't like it. But if it's good, then it's good. If it's good game design, that's good. But yeah, like it's
good, and it's free.
Yeah, well, if it's free, that's cool as well. But yeah, but I mean, I can't really shame it too much because I'm like, Fortnite's a decent, fun time to play, and that's a rip-off too, technically.
Exactly,
it's a rip-off too of PUBG,
Hunger Games, Minecraft.
And and that was a rip-off of like DayZ, and then that was a rip-off of like other games, and then this came along, and it was like, yeah. So I don't know. I'll stop judging things that are kind of rip-offs. I mean, obviously, Brawl Out, I gave it a go, and it was terrible and garbage. But there's some games like Fortnite, for instance, where they're like, let's take this and add these building mechanics and these interesting stuff to it and stuff like that. As much as Fortnite, it's not the best game in the world, but it adds interesting mechanics that make it a game you can keep coming back to. So I don't know if Paladins is like that, but if it is, then cool. And it's free. Again, plus side. So I might give it a go, but we'll see. I've got a lot of things going on right now, so maybe not right now, but I'll give it a go eventually. I'll get my review soon.
That's what I like to see. Next bit of news. This is kind of cool. A new Nintendo Labo kit has been announced. As you all know, I tried out Labo. I loved it. I made a show about it. Labo
you
was
made a
link in
whole
the
show about it. Yeah, check it out. It's good. It's good. It's really good if you haven't seen it.
It's a good time, and they've shown off the new one, which is the vehicle kit. That includes a little car, a little aeroplane joystick, and a little submarine controller thing. And it looks really, really cool. It's sort of like an open world type game where you get to drive around, you get to fly around, and you get to submarine around, I guess. The world sort of includes a bunch of like mini games. There's like a mini golf type thing. There's some Mario Kart Double Dash kind of gameplay where someone's on the back with a bazooka. That was a bit weird. You got some flying mini games similar to like Pilot Wings, stuff like that. This is probably the most exciting Labo one for me. We had the variety kit, absolutely. We had the robot one, but this one looks pretty cool. Jimmy, what do you think of this one? This is what the robot one should have been, because the robot one is just like, from what I've seen, I haven't played it myself, but it's very bare bones, very much like you pick it up, you give it a go, and you're like, cool. But this one, from the trailer, it's got so much content packed into it, and there's a world to explore, there's mini games to do, there's a bunch of different stuff, that it looks like something that obviously for a younger demographic, I think, would play it more. But like, I would personally give it a go. I probably have a really good time just for a couple hours, just running around and just like hanging out with you playing it and stuff like that. But like, if I was like 7 right now and I saw that, I would be like actually the most excited person in the world, because that's exactly what I want to play. Because I played games like MX vs ATV on the PS2, and all I would do is drive around and do flips and stuff all the time. This is literally that, but mini games, and also you get to play with cardboard and make a thing. And I think that's really sick, honestly. Like, I thought about it, I was like, it's actually really cool. And also, one thing, I don't know if they mentioned it in the trailer, because I watched this while I was making myself breakfast, so I didn't really pay too much attention. I was just having a look at it visually. But
if this ever got like an online multiplayer version, just having like at maximum like 4 players in one world or something like that, like you can just invite some friends, ride around, smash into each other, do some mini games together.
Get Battle Royale Labo?
Can we get Labo variety kit? Car kit, Toy-Con 3, Battle Royale mode. That'd be sick.
Oh. That was a long way to get to that joke, but well done.
Yeah, no, thank you. But like honestly, just literally just allowing you to like have at least just 4 friends in a world together, riding some cars and smashing into each other, and just have it be the most shallow experience ever of just riding around, flying a plane, going underwater, doing some bare bones mini games. Honestly, sounds like the best time ever. Like, I don't care how shallow it seems on the surface. I think it looks just like you'd have the best time, especially like if you're young. So I'm all for this one. It looks so cool.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm all around positive for it because it just looks fun for like a 7-year-old me. So
when I was watching the trailer, I had a
Yeah.
few things where I was like, oh, I wish they had done this though. And one of them is the world. I wish they had put Woohoo Island on. That would have been pretty cool. Just to
Okay, sure.
drive around Woohoo Island, fly around it. It's just like in Wii Sports Resort. Get to explore the seas of Woohoo Island. That would have been really cool.
I mean,
But
fair
hopefully
enough.
this world has enough character in it. I'm sure it will do.
It looks wholesome. That's all it is. It doesn't look like it. Like if anyone's mad at this, if anyone's like, "This looks stupid," or "I don't like it," like, shut up. It's not made for you. Like, no one cares. It
Exactly.
looks cool. It looks cute and wholesome. I like it. Anyway,
Next bit of news, we're talking about a company called Super Rare Games. Now, Super Rare Games, they release... Do you want to have a guess?
they release games that are super rare.
Whoa, man, good.
Nice.
So far, they have released 3 games. I bought them.
That's pretty rare.
They're still yet to arrive, which is a bit...
Because they're rare, man.
Yeah, they're so rare, they don't want to show up at my house.
They're so rare, we can't even find them. We have to find them so we can send them to you. We can't find them, they're a bit rare.
Exactly. Like, my friend Luke, he's arrived 2 weeks ago. Mine is still yet to arrive. So I'm like, hey guys,
Honestly.
I think it might have got lost.
So yeah,
Unless
You have-
unless it's arrived by the time I upload this video, I'll let you guys know. But
whoops.
it's-
Yeah, but see, like you have rare, the game developers, and then you have super rare, which is like, oh, that's what you want. Anyway, that was a bad joke. All
that
right.
was a bad joke. So my games have yet to arrive, but we're going to talk about some of
Okay.
their upcoming releases. So what they do is they take digital games and they make them physical, and sort of like a
Okay.
limited run type fashion.
Okay.
The next one that will be coming out is Mutant Mudds. Now, I'm not sure if you know what Mutant Mudds is. It originally came out on the 3DS, later onto the Wii U, and it's also now on the Switch. It's sort of like a platformer, which was really good on the 3DS because they had like foreground and background platforming, and you would switch between the foreground and the background, and with the 3D it looked amazing. But it is a really fun little platformer coming out physical for the Switch. 4,000 copies are going to be made, so you be sure to get on that. Another release they're doing is Worms, MMD. Worms is a great
Worms.
series.
Sick.
It's already out digitally, but I'm like, you know what? Gonna wait for a physical, and now they're doing it. So I'm gonna be sure to pick up that one. Jimmy, you should pick that one up as well, so we can do some Worms multiplayer.
It's got online, yeah?
Yeah, of course it does.
Heck yeah. Dude, Worms is classic. I played that back on like old consoles.
Ooh.
I can't remember what console would have been on. Like PS2? PS2 had
Maybe.
Worms, yeah? I think so.
Then
I'm
there's
probably
some
wrong
other
about that, but I
games.
played it, yeah.
I don't really care about that coming out. And also a game called N++, which was originally a PC game. Really fun, but really difficult. That'll be coming out as well. What are your thoughts on all these like rare limited edition physical games? Do you think they're a
Cool.
bit dumb, or do you think they're cool?
Cool. No, I can't be hypocritical and say they're dumb because I bought like a limited run of Hyper Light Drifter on
Oh, really?
PS4,
I didn't really like that game.
Wait, you didn't really like that game?
No, I didn't know you liked that game.
Yeah, you couldn't tell, couldn't you?
Nah.
I don't really talk about it a whole lot, but it's a game I do like. I guess I'll probably talk about it more. I'll let you know. I'll remind you guys on the show a little more often. But
that'd be
yeah,
good.
no, I bought that one. And if this super rare thing, they're like, hey, Hyperlight Drifter Switch, low key, I'll be like, yeah, nah,
Yeah,
I can
buddies.
do that. I don't know why I buy the game so much. It's just a good game. Anyway, I'm it's something people are into. I don't buy a whole lot of them. Obviously, I only have bought like one, but it's cool that it exists because it's cool just for developers that wouldn't otherwise be able to release a physical game and give them a chance to have their game be on someone's shelf. For someone to be like, show in their collection, be like, oh, this is a really cool little game. It's a cool little indie game. Or look, check out.
So there's
Worms.
this game.
So there's this really niche game called Worms. Anyway, yeah, sick. That's what I have to say. Sick.
That's pretty sick, boy. Now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know Lego games?
Yeah. There's
You know
tons of
how
them.
they've kind of milked them nowadays and they're just coming out every, 2 months?
I mean, I haven't played a Lego game since the first Lego game, Lego Star Wars, on the PlayStation 2. So I'm not one to judge, but sure, there is quite a bit of them, yeah. So
There are rumors that Lego Harry Potter, the collection that originally came out on the Wii, PlayStation 3, PS2, I believe as well, will be getting a port over onto the Switch, which is kind of cool because it's one of the OG Lego games. I played it without even actually watching the Harry Potter games. The Harry Potter movies, not the games, and I loved it. It was so much fun. It was sort of leaked in a games catalogue coming to the Switch in November. So if that happens, I might pick it up if it's not too much money. If it is too much money, nah, I'm fine. But yeah, Lego Harry Potter. Did you ever play the Harry Potter ones?
no, that's a weird one to choose as well for Nintendo, for them to put in like Nintendo consoles. That's weird. I feel like that's very strange. They have Star Wars, they have a bunch of other ones as well. They have Indiana Jones, but Harry Potter, okay. Like, I know, I love the Harry Potter films. Haven't read the books, sorry guys. You haven't even watched the movies, so you can't even talk. So, you know what? Actually, never mind. Yeah, you're gonna get so much hate for that. So you haven't read the books or watched the movies.
I've
You're
watched
like
the
the
first
scum
one,
of this earth.
okay?
You need to watch the other ones. Okay, hold on. Sidetrack. You actually need to take the time to just watch them because the first one's probably one of the weaker ones. It's got some wholesomeness to it and it's quite cute, but like they get really good. They get really, really good, and I think you'd like them. Okay, you need to watch them.
Okay.
And we'll have a movie night. We'll have a movie night, and we'll get a bunch of my friends. We'll get a bunch of your friends. We'll watch some Harry Potter, and everyone will know what's going on, and you'll be like, huh. What? And I'll be like, that's this guy, and this guy's cool. Anyway.
What?
Lego Harry Potter, sure. Weird. It's a weird choice, but okay. It's weird that they're bringing it, but whatever. I don't care. I couldn't care less.
So in the 90s, Sony came into the console market to combat Sega and Nintendo. And they had a little platform
They've done well.
called Crash Bandicoot to rival Sonic
Yeah.
and Mario. And it did quite well until they sold off Crash to Activision. And
rip.
just kind of died. And then until it came back in Skylanders. And then the Insane Trilogy, which kind of brought Crash back to life. It's been killing it in sales on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch. So there's lots of rumors that there's going to be a new Crash Bandicoot game coming out in the future. But in Japan, something kind of cool is happening. And if this isn't the start of world peace, I don't know what is. Sega are going to be publishing Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy onto the Nintendo Switch this October.
Like, what?
So in Japan, Crash Bandicoot the Insane Trilogy hasn't released yet for the Switch. When it came onto the PS4, it was published by Sony, because Activision, they don't really have much of a sort of business in Japan, so they rely on other publishers to publish their games. And for the Nintendo Switch version, Sega will be publishing Crash Bandicoot on the Switch. So we've got all these three rivals coming together in 2018.
That's
it's the most
so
wholesome
weird.
thing ever.
That's weird. Okay. That's so weird.
Yeah, so that's a little thing that's happening, and because I'm such a massive Sega fanboy, I'm thinking about importing the Japanese version.
You want to get it so you can have a Crash Bandicoot game that has the Sega logo on it.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah.
A
That's
little
fair
bit.
enough. I don't blame you. It's weird because like you have Crash, icon of PlayStation. You have Nintendo's logo on the side, and then you have Sega. It's like that's weird. That's super weird. And then Master Chief's is in the back, like, hey guys. So
Exactly.
I don't know. That's so strange.
It's happening. It's kind of cool. I like it. Now it's time to talk about some leaks and rumors.
Roomies.
Roomy.
Which one?
So the first rumor is a Nintendo Direct will be happening in August. Apparently, at the start of August, we'll be having a Nindies Direct, which kind of cool, I guess. I'm never too keen on Nindies.
Okay.
They're never really that exciting.
Okay.
And then in the later weeks of August, there's been said that there will be a Nintendo Direct. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a little while. Well, not really. It's been like 2 months since E3. But I'm looking forward to seeing what else Nintendo has in store for 2018, because we're still kind of in mystery about some of the stuff that's happening other than Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'd say it probably is likely, even if like, because like it's a rumor. Like, is there anything to back it up with, or is it just someone said it?
Someone who's reputable with leaks and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff said that this might be happening.
I'd say from a marketing way of looking at it, probably makes sense to do it in August. So it's just probably a solid idea that it probably will happen. So, but the fact they're saying Nindies beginning and then the other one later, like that's pretty specific. So I don't know. I guess the thing that will confirm it is if like an Nindies just happens, like in next like couple weeks. So that'll confirm it, and then we'll be like, okay, we're probably getting one later then. So I guess we'll wait for the Nindies. So even though you're not going to get excited for the Nindies, just know that if there is one, probably means there's going to be another, like an actual Nintendo Direct later that month. So you're good.
Oof.
Just be excited for that Nindies Direct because it will confirm it for you. There you go. Have fun with that. Anyway,
that is all the news that we'll be
Sick.
talking about today. That was July. July was a kind of cool month. But what will happen in August? Will we see
Apparently
Springman?
stuff.
Will we see a Nindies Direct?
Springman.
Will we see a Nintendo Direct? So be sure to stay subscribed to Nintendo Lounge for more Nintendo content. The best out there.
The Supreme. Yeah, we know we're the best.
Exactly.
We brag about it all the time. We know we're good at it.
Buddy, Haydox, get him out of here. Switch Force?
Yeah.
Nah, fam. Beat 'em ups? Nah. Not here.
Nah, he's good. He's
Game
good.
Explain.
I like him.
Nintendo Lounge is where it's at. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to stay subscribed. I already said that. Bye.
Yeah, you did. Bye.